Hi, ITZY Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out ITZY Lia's Blossom, which I really like the title of. I just feel like flower imagery and Lia make sense in my brain. Some of that might just be that she has a bit more of a feminine presentation within the group, but I feel like wildflowers specifically, the connection of that imagery with Lia makes sense to me because there's just something like whimsical and colorful and like vibrant about her in my head that I'm like, absolutely, that makes sense. So I love the title of this. Unfortunately, we're not going to get an actual video for this one out of all of the solos because she was on her break, but we did get a lyric video and it looks like we do have captions on this. So I don't know how much of it is in Korean, in English, but it looks like I can actually watch an official lyric video, which is helpful for me anyway. So hopefully the lyrics are well done on this one. I also feel like I remember people telling me that she worked on this lyric video. I know that she worked on the song, but I feel like people told me that she also worked on the video. Let me know down in the comments. I'm always ready to get some more knowledge in my brain. Blossom, let's go. I'm so excited.
조급할 건 없으니 I'm waiting for my turn. You know that I'm waiting for my time, but don't care about it, don't care about me. 늦어져도 know that that's not for me.
Okay, I don't want to interrupt because her voice is so good. I love this rich tone that she has to her voice. I feel like people called it caramel, right? There's just something to it that's sweet, rich, and it just hits every time. I love this little vocal fry that she's putting into some of the onsets of these lines. Beautiful design of this too, like that descending of the lyrics is also just a really fun setup. And no one's gonna bud me this idea of I have to be the person who is going to be the reason that I blossom, right? Like I have to be the reason that I'm growing. I have to be the person in control of that, right? No one can force me or do that for me. So I really like that imagery as well. Love the instrumentation too, like the key sound that's coming through and it's a little bit vibey as we're picking up a little bit. The snaps.
조급할 건 없으니 I'm waiting for my turn. You know that I'm waiting for my time, but don't care about it, don't care about me. 늦어져도 know that that's not for me. 억지로 내게 곁을 들이오지 마라. 함부로 내게 뭐를 들이붓지 마라. 멈추린 채 웅크린 채 피지 못한 채로 전부 버텨내도 It's not
Gorgeous slip up there.
late to give me love. 나도 꽂히고 싶어.
Ooh, okay, and I love that we're getting some breathiness getting into the lower tone. I love the imagery there. I'm gonna let the spring pass because spring is when a lot of the flowers bloom, but her being like, I'm gonna let the spring pass. I know which time is best for me, right? Like, I know when my time is going to be and no one can force that on me. No one can tell me what my time is. Given that when this song came out, she was on a break, I think that's also a really important image of she needed to take some time to herself and figure out how to be good with herself before continuing on. And we've gotten to see her back doing things and it's great to see the group with everyone back together. But if she hadn't taken that time, would she have given us the same vibrancy that she has now? Would she still be giving us the kinds of performances we enjoy now with her and that she's getting to enjoy if she hadn't taken that break? So I really like her saying, I'm going to let the spring pass. No one can tell me when my best time is. No one can force me to grow and bloom. Yes, I want to be a flower too, but you can't force that. Don't pour water on me. I love that image of the sun, right? You can't force somebody to be sunny and happy, but don't force me to grow by pouring water on me. We think rain is usually associated with being sad or upset. I love the two sides of that, sun and rain, and the water imagery being in there too. I think that's all really fun. Even the hunched up, curled up, I think of flower buds, usually all folded up, all of their petals, right? Keeping in on yourself and not fully blooming yet. And that's okay. People see that as you taking time to yourself can sometimes be negative, especially when your job is to be in the public eye, right? Like being an idol. And I really like this image of I'm just going to stay in my little curled up form. I'm going to figure some things out. I know what time's best for me and I'll come back when I can. I think that's so important, having the context of Lia taking time to herself. And we're getting into this lower range with a nice breathy tone from her. I knew the vocals were going to be gorgeous, but there's something about getting to listen to her for like almost a full 2 minutes of just her voice. Hits differently. I love the scrapbook graphic too. I love that we got lower tone, almost like a talk singing, like conversational tone from her too. And I like that how was I like, it's both like how was I in comparison, right? But then how was I like, I also think of to show appreciation for it. And I think that having those two kind of meanings mixed up, like we weren't alike as well, but also as in, do you like someone and all of that bundled up together, right? Do you like yourself? Did you prefer your past self compared to the person you're growing into? Separating some of that comparison too, like having a comparison term is also like taking away some of the power of comparing yourself to other things too. This whole song feels like taking your time and being okay with that. Even the one line that was talking about being a late bloomer, right? The one who is the latest bloomer, talking about being okay with that, doing things in your own pace, your own time, and not comparing yourself to other people and going, oh, I have to do this and that because that's what everyone else is doing around me. And again, thinking of her needing to take a break, especially for a younger group, both in terms of the age of the members and that they have not been around for a super long time, can also be formative in the growth of the group, right? You get a few years under your belt and that's when you can start to build up momentum, or it starts to fizzle out depending on what that momentum is. I think that's also an important thing of her stepping away. I'm sure there were some people who got into the group who didn't see her around, right? When they got into the group, and for quite a while, she was gone. So I'm sure that there were lots of people who became fans that didn't actually get to see any new stuff with her for a while. And I think that is just something that she had to weigh the pros and cons of, right? Is it more important for me to take the time that I need for myself so I can come back and be the vibrant person that I want to be? Or do I just try to push through and not lose that momentum or opportunity? The song is about it's okay to take your own time. It's okay to miss that spring and come back and figure things out in the summer. It's okay to start at whatever point is best for you. And no one can tell you what that point is other than yourself, right? I love all the layered vocals are gorgeous. I love having a pause there in the music too. Or is it the end? No. Ooh, gorgeous. Is that the end? Oh, I love that. Okay, one. I love at the end there we have this really light upper sound, like it's this very thin note, delicate sound. I love like the echo on it, right? Just like having it kind of reverb out. I think that's really fun, like both in terms of it just has this really delicate sound to go with flower, right, of this kind of delicate beautiful note, but then also having the reverb almost sounds like this big space. I always think when we have a reverb like that, it's like filling up a big space because it echoes off of the walls. So it's like the potential of that. There's so much ahead of me, there's so much for me to grow into, that there's this echo to it. And then I also love the you've been waiting but I'm going to come back stronger. Like I don't need to be the most beautiful, and you can say that in a lot of different ways, compare that to what makes someone actually beautiful from like a soul's perspective. And I think that's really interesting to say. I would rather be resilient and understand myself and do things that are in line with who I am than compare to other people, right? It goes back to that, I think, of comparing what other people are doing and who they are and the pace that they're going at with their lives. Even within her being a member of ITZY, right? Like the other members were doing other things while she was taking a break is like a direct comparison of they're doing a bunch of different things. So why do you need to take a break? I'm sure there were people who had those opinions, but they don't get to choose what Lia needs, right? They don't know who she is. They don't know what she's going through, and they don't get to choose what her timing is. I've been waiting and you've been waiting, like this idea of we're both in this moment of suspension before continuing on, right? She's going to be a flower. She's going to call herself a flower. There will be a moment in which she blossoms. It's going to take a little bit longer than everyone else. And I like that this song is about being okay with needing to take your own time and your own pace. And her voice is just gorgeous in it, right? From the lower ranges, we got the upper ranges, all of those gorgeous layers. I love that in comparison to this conversational cadence she had, to have all these gorgeous layered vocals behind it, right? Almost a choir, right? Again, thinking of like a field of flowers as opposed to a singular in isolation. And I think everyone has experiences of feeling a little bit behind. Everyone understands what it's like to look around and see what other people are doing and go, oh God, I'm not doing any of that, right? That's not where I'm at. And it's taking me longer to do things. And does that mean that there's something wrong with me? No, it just means that you're going at a different pace. It's okay. Or like, maybe you don't want the same things. I think that's also a super valid thing to consider too. Like just because people say that this is like the normal markers throughout life doesn't mean that you have to also do the same things. You can figure out your own thing. Maybe you need to take a different path. Maybe you need to have some different timing, and that's totally fine. Such a beautiful song from her, gorgeous vocals, and I think that the lyrics are just so much beautiful imagery in it, which is wonderful knowing that she worked on the song. Like I said, such a beautiful song, and I'm glad that we have Lia back for more recent things and that she took the time she needed. This is such a beautiful song, from lyrics to performance. Even the lyric video was really pretty, not just the images in it, but had this kind of scrapbook feeling to it. I think scrapbooks are best when they're messy, imperfect, and about not showing like the highlight reel of your life, but showing the process of how you've gotten to where you're at. Part of the reason I like looking back at pictures and videos is because I get to see some of the progress of how I've gotten to where I'm at. It helps me reflect on, oh yeah, there was a time when I didn't know about this, or I wasn't okay with that, or I hadn't tried these things before. And now it's something that's very normal to me. It's nice to have a record to see some of that, because we can get stuck in our head again with comparison, or like looking at the place that we want to be at the end goal and forget about how much progress we've made from where we started. I really like the vibe of it and the aesthetic. The instrumentation was very vibey. It had a very relaxed, laid back feeling. No part of it felt rushed, and that fits so well with lyrical content. Such a beautiful song. Loved it so much. And I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with you. You can click this playlist to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to me next time I post an ITZY reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.